like a ball.
What's up, ladies? This is Alex from mindforattraction.org, and today I'm going to show you 5 powerful tactics to improve your conversational skills with men, and I'm showing you how to build rapport. And these techniques are techniques that are used by the best seducers in the pickup artist community. Now, these techniques are made for seducing women, but because they're so powerful, they can also be used for helping you guys how to attract men. Now, they work with seduction, with 20-minute seduction, and so again, these are just some powerful stuff. So I'll teach you guys how to do it and teach you guys how to use it for dates. Now, before we start, just to let you guys know, I'm trying to trade my camera, my Sony Nex camera, for a DSLR camera. Somebody suggested a Nikon. You know who you are. But if anyone's willing to trade this camera for a DSLR camera that enables me to connect a microphone, let me know. We could trade something. We can make it happen. You know, you guys know me. I'm not gonna take that from you, right? So let's get started. The first technique is feeling empathy and seeing their inner child. Let me tell you this: the only difference between a stranger and a family member is not in the things you know about them. You see, because there are plenty of celebrities that we know things about them. We know every part of their lives, but we don't really know them. And then we have friends that we don't know them as well, but we feel a connection. You see, we feel a connection with a stranger that we just met, falling in love with them, as opposed to feeling a connection with a family member a lot quicker. Why? Because it's not about the facts. It's about the feelings you have for them. So if you really notice, you have good conversations with friends that you feel good, like you feel a connection. So a connection is not about what you know or how the interaction is going. A connection is simply how you feel, because if your feeling about the person changes, the way you conversate with them and the way you interact with them will fundamentally change. So how do you get this going? One is feeling empathy. Feel compassion. Feel love for the person. Actually feel compassion for the person. Now, you can learn how to have empathy if you're a cold-hearted motherfucker through meditation, or you could also just see their inner child. Feel as though you're looking at a child, because when you're talking with children, you don't really have a lot of pressure. You're more playful, you're more yourself, and the conversation conversation flows smoother. So feeling empathy and seeing their inner child will enable you to be able to allow them to drop all of their walls, because they're gonna feel a connection. Remember, it's not about the things you know. It's how you feel about the person that creates the connection. So feel the connection prior to building that connection, and the connection is going to be there. So you do this through feeling empathy and seeing their inner child. I'm telling you, this works. The second one, speak with emotion. When I talk about speaking with emotion, this is talking normal, you know, feeling bored and whatnot. But this is like talking normal, feeling good about yourself. It becomes more animated. Your words have more animation. The things that you say has more of a hump. It has more charisma. You become more charismatic. All right. So how do you talk with emotion? Feel an emotion. It's that simple. Feel an emotion. Believe in what you say. Have conviction. So if you don't know how to feel the emotion, imagine how. For example, think about a time that you felt good. Just think about a time you felt good. Remember that time. See that time. See yourself feeling good. See the image. See what you saw. Hear what you heard, feel what you felt, breathe how you were breathing at the time when you felt good, and notice how good it feels right now. If you notice your emotion, if you did the exercise, your emotions changed. Another thing that you could do is just imagine as though you're talking to someone that you know. Imagine seeing someone who brings happiness to your life, and feel that emotion and use that emotion to interact with the person. Another thing you can do is meditate prior to speaking with the person. It puts you at peace. But the point is that feel some sort of emotion. Feel passionate. Build a passionate life, and that passion in your life will transfer over to all of the things that you do. You see what I'm saying? So the reason you guys may see me and you guys may see that I'm charismatic is because I love doing this. So because of that, I'm gonna sound more charismatic, and there's gonna be more emotions in my words. The thing is that when you have emotions with the things that you say, the emotions is what really communicates with the people. The emotion is what people really feel. People don't feel your words. People feel the emotion. That's the vibe. That's the essence of the things that you say. So when you are devoid of emotion and devoid of passion, you're not gonna be as interesting. You can say anything you want, but if you put emotion with it, it's gonna sound interesting. You see what I'm saying? So just learn to speak with emotion. All right. So the other technique that you guys can use to build your conversational skills is asking the right questions. So these are some questions that you can ask that will help redirect your focus to the right area. One, ask yourself, how can I have fun right now? Most of the time when you're interacting with a guy, what do you normally say to yourself? Oh, how can I say something interesting? How can I say this? How can I make him? How can I impress him? Those kind of questions come from where? From a place of wanting to impress, from a place of neediness. As a result, anything that comes from a place of how can I impress him, it's gonna come out needy, and it's not gonna come out as interesting as opposed to asking yourself, how can I have fun right now? The questions and the actions that arises from those two questions are fundamentally different. You see, asking yourself, how can I impress him, will be totally different from how can I have fun right now. One is on him and one is on you. Focus on yourself. By asking, how can I have fun right now, when you're talking to a guy, anything that arises is gonna be fun. You're talking to the guy and you get to say to yourself, how can I have fun right now? How can I have fun? And then you do something silly, and that's self-amusing. You see, anything that arises from a place of how can I have fun is self-amusing, and the answer that arises is always the right answer. I'm telling you, just ask yourself, what can I say right now to have fun? What can I do right now to have fun? And the things that will come out of it will always be good. When I'm talking to a woman, and I say this to myself, I could talk to a girl and I could just be having casual conversation, and then whenever I ask myself, how can I have fun right now? Then what I say is, so where are you from? I don't care. I'm just kidding, girl. Where you from? You see, like whatever comes from that place will be fun. So the fourth one is similar to this question: what you gonna do if I say this or that? Most of the time, we usually tiptoe through conversations, which is we're usually afraid to make the person mad. As a result, when we act out of fear, we suppress ourselves and we don't really act like ourselves. By the way, I'm on Patreon. If you guys are willing to support my channel, go to patreon.com/MA20, MA20, and you're able to support me there because I'm accepting donations. Anyways, trying to sneak that in there, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, by asking yourself, what can I do right now to have fun? By asking yourself, what you gonna do if I say this, or what you gonna do if I say that, you're acting in a challenging way. You see what I'm saying? Like your actions are not like, oh, I'm afraid. No, you're like, what you gonna do if I say this? Huh? What you gonna do if I say that? Huh? What are you gonna do if I do this, if I do that? You're challenging the guy. For example, if I'm talking to the girl and I ask myself, what you gonna do if I say this? It could be something like, I'm talking with her, having a good conversation. Oh shit, there's a fight outside. Oh shit, there's a fight outside. Just go inside. Don't have a fight in the snow. Have a little snow fight. But for example, I'm talking to the girl, right? And it's a casual conversation. I ask myself, what you gonna do if I say this? I could be like, I love I love ice cream. You do? I love ice cream too. I don't like ice cream. Do you like chocolate? I love chocolate. I don't like chocolate, girl. You see, like you're challenging her, like, what you gonna do if I do this, huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And so that's gonna give you a very challenging and like edgy vibe to you. And because it's all fun and games, they're gonna feel like it's all fun and games and not gonna be offended. I'm telling you, it works. I'm telling you, it works. You just need to practice this. The fifth one is this: vague answers and redirect questions. For example, when we usually talk to someone, we usually talk too much, especially women. Okay, so the most interesting people are the most mysterious people. The most interesting people are the ones that we know less of. So when somebody asks you, where are you from, we usually give them the direct answer, right? Normal. But the problem is that we usually reveal too much of ourselves. We don't leave mystery. We don't leave that little mysterious aura that makes people want to get to know us. How do you fix that? Giving vague answers and redirecting the questions enables you to get to know them. It enables you to allow them to experience positive emotions, all while maintaining your mystery. How does that work? They ask you, where are you from? Rather than answering, I'm from New York City, you say, I'm from the East Coast. And then you say, where are you from? And then they ask you the questions, and they may answer it more elaborately. Now, what have you achieved from this? 1, you never really answer the question. 2, you got them to talk more by redirecting the question. And 3, because you didn't answer the question, deep down in their subconscious, they're asking themselves, where is he from? You see? Another example could be, what are you doing today? It could be, what do you plan to do in 10 years? You could just say, I'm working on some goals. How about you? You see, like, you're giving a vague answer and then you redirect their question. What's going to happen is that when you ask them, because you asked them, how about you? Their response would have been to you, what do you mean all the goals? But because you immediately redirected the question, that question becomes suppressed. That curiosity about you becomes suppressed. So now they want to know more, but they have to answer your question. But this is the thing. Now they're talking about their goals. Now they're talking about something they love. And because they're talking about something they love, because you keep redirecting the question, they keep talking about themselves. But deep down under the surface, there are things about you that they don't understand and they want to know, and that they haven't yet found out because you haven't given them a direct answer. But because you're redirecting the question, it doesn't seem as though you're avoiding it. It just seems like a natural progression. So that doesn't mean you do this all the time, but by hinting at it, by doing it once in a while, okay, you create this dynamic where they're the one that's talking and you're the one that's listening. They're the one that are revealing themselves and you're the one that's listening. So when their interaction finishes, they're gonna feel good about you because they were talking. You know, they were feeling good because they were talking about themselves, but because they were around you, they're gonna attribute those positive emotions to you, and they never really got to know you. So now they're like, who the fuck is this girl? She made me feel good and I don't know who she is. So answering vaguely and redirecting the question, that gives you like a cool vibe, and that makes people curious about you. You see what I'm saying? It's a very powerful technique, extremely powerful, and that if you use it more, like we do this very often with people who we're trying to lie to. Like we give them a vague answer, and what happens is that people are not satisfied. So what happens? People want to ask more. You see? And so if you do this often, if you let them talk more about themselves and listen more, they ask you about you, answer vaguely, redirect the response, let them talk, it's gonna build a dynamic where they're gonna want to get to know you. Alright guys, so I want you guys to check out my online course called Dark Game. That's right people, Dark Game. And this course is pretty much, I reveal to you the secret tactics, the secret techniques to create attraction in almost any woman, right? But not just attraction to the point that makes her want to see you all the time, where she's the one initiating all the contact, right? Now just imagine to be able to keep all of the girls in your life that you lost because of your stupidity. Imagine, and I had stupidity too. Imagine being able to keep them. Imagine being able to have 5, 6 women available to you, wanting to see you. Imagine being able to create intense relationships where they're all doing all the work. People, that kind of stuff does exist, people. Now, I'm not gonna promise you that you're gonna bang like 40, 50 women. I'm gonna promise you that you're gonna be able to keep the women you have, that you get with. I can promise you that keeping them will increase with this course. But let me keep showing you something. This course is pretty huge, people. It's a huge course. This course has over 50 videos, right? And some of them you could get for free. If you just sign up, you get free videos, right? But in these videos, let me show you guys the course, right? All right, guys. That's me right there, right? In this video, I pretty much teach you guys how to find your purpose. Right? All this is how to find your purpose, discovering your purpose, right? I teach you guys then about female psychology, all of the principles about female psychology you guys need to understand. I then teach you guys the mindset, the proper mindset that you guys need to deal with women. After that, I teach you guys 21 videos on how to game. I mean, it's pretty much unbelievable, man. I gotta make this available, right? But it's unbelievable how many, I pretty much put everything, outer game, social circuit game, strategies, threesomes, foursomes, everything, right? And on top of that, I give you guys a few bonuses: how to overcome approach anxiety, why you can't take actions, a Dickens pattern to change your mentality, how to go from open to transitions, right? 81-minute long, people. This is like, I don't know how long this is, but this is hours, and I mean hours worth of content. And you get a 30-day money back guarantee. I mean, you without questions asked. All for $99, people. People, this could be around a few thousands, to be honest with you, right? But you guys get it for $99, right? All you gotta do is just go over here, purchase the course, you know, and you'll get access to it. And if you don't like it, you could just message me and get your money back, people. Look, man, don't be hard-headed, people. Don't be hard-headed. This is the course that you guys need, right? It gives you guys everything. I cover everything. I could promise you, man. This is you're not gonna get a more in-depth course on how to attract women and keep them more than this. All right. Anyways, people, check it out. 30-day money back guarantee. There is no risk, and you can get the free course. You can get the free trial. The free trial are these videos that you get for free, right? You guys could just sign up. You could watch all of these videos for free, right? And you don't have to pay. All right. Anyways, I'll see you guys inside. I want to see you guys inside because again, people, you can't lose nothing. There's a 30-day money back.